ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति।
ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति।
मूर्ति भेद विभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्त देहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सह वीर्यं करवावहै।
सह वीर्यं करवावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः। वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। वेदैः
साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन
मनसा
मनसा पश्यन्ति
पश्यन्ति
योगिनः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः स्थितप्रज्ञस्तदुच्यते दुःखेष्वनुद्विग्नमनाः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागभयक्रोधः स्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते यः सर्वत्रानभिस्नेहः तत्तत्प्राप्य शुभाशुभम् नाभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता। A person who doesn't have any binding desire, that person is called Sthita Prajnaha. One trait we have seen of Sthita Prajnaha. Another trait we have seen, a person who is always happy, a person who is always satisfied in self, with oneself, is called Sthita Prajnaha. Another trait we have seen in second means in 56th verse, Bhagavan says, a person who is dukkheshu and udvigna manaha, with reference to pain, adversities, a person who never afflicted. It's called, and at the same time, sukheshu vigataspruha, a person who doesn't have any longing for, with reference to any type of happiness. That person is also called Sthitadihi, means Sthita Pragya, and the meaning of Sthita Pragya means one who is knowledge is well established. Otherwise, we say a certain knowledge will never be unstable. In one person's mind, it's called Sthitadihi, and Vitaragaha, Vitabhayaha, Vitakrodha. A person in one's mind, Ragaha means attachment, Bhayaha means fear, and Krodha means anger. So a person who doesn't have any type of attachment, when yesterday we have seen Ragaha, always another side of coin is Dveshaha. So one who doesn't have any like or dislike, a person who doesn't have any type of fear, and a person who doesn't have any type of anger, that person also called as a Sthita Prajnaha. And we have seen why that person doesn't have any like and dislike. All this, even Raga, Bhaya and Krodha, means this type of emotion needs duality, plurality, but our Atmagnani always, he knows in reality everything is same. Like it was one story in Puranam I have heard when I was very small. There is a different type of dolls, but all are made up of sugar only. So one doll has a jealous with another doll, but one doll has a Atma Jnanam, all are it's made up of sugar only, then that Atma Jnani doll doesn't have any type of Bhaya, Krodha in Raga with reference to any dose, because that doll knows everything is me only, because everything is sugar only. Same way, that person knows, one who is Sthita Prajna, is knows even there is a different type of color, forms, shapes, but in each thing, nothing but consciousness. And that consciousness is nothing but me, myself. So that person doesn't have any type of emotion. Means negative emotion. It's called Sthitadihi Muni Ruchyati. That we have seen. And 57th verse we have seen, Yah sarvatra an abhisneha. Sneha, we have seen the meaning of sneha means affection. Abhisneha means attachment. But a person who doesn't have an abhisneha, one is never doesn't have any type of over attachment, that person is called Sthita Prajna. And being he doesn't have any type of over attachment, that person, when he gets any shubham, favorable condition, situation, na abhinandati, he doesn't rejoice. In that person, when he gets a shubham, means that person, unfavorable condition, na dveshti, he never hate. So whatever comes in that person's life, he receive each and everything. Is like one story, is one sentence, agataha swagatam kuryat, gachet na nivaret. The meaning is, whatever comes, you do welcome, but gachet, if that is going, na nivaret, don't stop. Same way that person knows, if Shubha come, Shubha will go, Ashubha will come, Ashubha will go. That's why na abhinandati, na dveshti. And with this 57th verse, the trait of Atma Jnani is over. Sthita Prajna Lakshanani over. But now, if we would become a Sthita Prajna like other, so what should we do? That have been discussed now in all shlokas. We have seen this, Yah sarvatra anabhisneha. Now, so after 58 up to 72 verse, really speaking, total 72 verses in second chapter, but except 4 verse last, everything has been discussed, only 3 sadhanas. And these sadhanas are Nididhyasanam, we have seen yesterday. And the Nididhyasanam is to unload our unconscious, is really speaking, is called Nididhyasanam. So whatever our old impressions with regard to body, mind, sense complex, that we have to unload. And without unloading, how can we fill up a new knowledge? That's why the Nididhyasanam is unloading our past impression regarding body, mind, sense complex, and we are loading, we are putting positive, our real nature, it's called Nididhyasanam. So Nididhyasanam is last stock given by our Vedanta, like in one cup is full of water, but if we would like to that cup, still same cup with tea, so what we can do? Either we can just throw it out all water, otherwise we can continuously putting tea inside. So last one time will come, water will go, and that cup will be full of tea only. Same time, this is Nididhyasanam. We keep on putting our whatever we learned from our Shastra, keep on putting, one day will come that all impression will go, our mind will full of with this impression. That's why it's called Nididhyasanam. That will also come. Second thing will come, It's called Nididhyasanam, means Indriya Nigraha. The Indriya Nigraha means a sprouting plant need a well protected space area, otherwise it cannot grow. Same way, our sense organs need some protection. While learning the Shastras, if our indriyas or sense organs are distracted, then all knowledge cannot be go inside our mind. That's why it's called Indriya Nigraha, and last one is called Mano Nigraha. Whenever we talk to any person, whenever we go anywhere, so that thinking always going in our mind. And if we have fight with some person, if we have some quarrel with some person, if we are jealous with some person, so this type of thinking always going in our mind. So we have to change that thought process, and to change that thought process, we give a new direction to our mind. It's called Mano Nigraha. So these three sadhanas have been discussed in the rest of verses. So now, having kept this in mind, now we'll see next verse. Very well famous. Yada samharate chayam kurmanganiva sarvashah indriyanindriyarthebhyah tasya pragya pratisthita. The anvaya of this shloka is yada, means when, ayam kurmaha, this turtle, angani sarvashaha samharate, he withdraw his limbs from everywhere. When situation comes, when turtle in danger, when turtle has to face some danger situation, so what this ayam is, this turtle does, he withdraw his forelegs, it mouth also goes inside that armor, and its small tail also goes inside. So that turtle looks like a rock, and that birds who would like to catch that prey, but the turtle saved. So Bhagwan has given a gift to turtle, so when he withdraws, so he can save. Same way it says ayam purushaha. So if such person who would like to become steady in this self-knowledge, then what should that person should do? So indriyarthebhyah indriyani samharte. Indriyarthebhyah, the meaning is the object of sense organs. Our sense organ should withdraw from the object of sense organs. If we can able to withdraw our sense organ, then tasya pragya pratisthita. So we can say that person's knowledge is now steady, is stable. But if you remember, in same second chapter, we have seen two verses. In that verse also, Bhagavan says, Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkha daha agama apayinaha anityaha. That titikshasva, I am not interested right now. So matraha sparshaha. The meaning of matraha means again sense organs, indriyan. And sparshaha means indriyarthebhyaha, indriya arthaha, means sense object. So sense organs and sense object, when they comes in contact, then we will get some different type of experience. So pair of opposite. So this, when both come in contact, they can give Shita Ushna. They can give sometime cool experience, sometime hot experience. Sukha Dukkha. Sometime they can give pleasure, sometimes they can give pain also. And or sometimes it can give respect, sometimes it can give insult also. But what we have to keep in our mind, so whatever experience, Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Mana, Apamanaha, all are Agamaha, Apayinaha. They have arrival. If they have arrival, then they have departure also. And one who is arriving and one who is departure is called Anityaha. And being Anityaha, we should not Navyathayanti, we should not disturb. So ete yam navyathayanti. So ete means this matra sparshaha, when they come in contact, then whatever they give experience, a person who is not disturbed, that person only amrutatvaya kalpate. That person only is fit for atmagyanam. That way we have seen the meaning of amrita means atmagnanam. Same is repeating here in another name, another form. So here matraha, here indriyani, here sparshaha, so indriya arthaha. So that's why at that time also Bhagavan has said, a person is only fit who can keep control one's sense organs. So that's why I have again mentioned this both verse. And why Bhagavan has given such important to keep our sense organ under control. If our sense organs are not under control, then we always disturbed by this pair of opposite. And if we are always pair of opposite, then the knowledge of self-knowledge doesn't stay in our mind. Always we are keep on complaining. That's why Bhagavati Tikshasva. So if our keep on complaining, our mind is not stable, then how can we are fit for Amrutatvaya? How can we fit for moksha? That's why whole weightage is given to Damaha, means to Indriya Nigraha. And today when I was thinking, what is the Indriya Nigraha? So Indriya is like a door. Our Bhagavan has given Indriya is a door. So from door, one can go out also, and from door, one can go in also. So, and what the job of Indriyani, we are always condemning our sense organ, but really speaking, they are only mere reporter. They just inform us. Okay, outside something is sitting, outside something is I am hearing. So all they are mere messenger, but how we are taking, it depends on us. So this Indriya is not bad, but how we take what they are reporting, it's problem. So that's why I have written these both sides. Either it goes out also from Indriya, and at the same time it can come also. So first we will say what will come. So I have written color and form are outside, but it comes from our eye. So this is the inside door. So these are external word. Different sounds are available. They will enter from here. Same way, different type of taste. They are sitting outside in a restaurant, in our kitchen. But when smell comes, no, and when we'll taste, so it will come through our tongue, means our rasana indriya. Different type of touch, hard. Every type of touch we will feel through our skin. This is also indriya, and different type of smell. So all have entry. All different type of word have entry through our sense organ. And if we keep allowing each and every this sense object through our indriya inside without taking care, then our mind become a junk. And if everybody is inside, then how we doesn't have a time to think about gnana, knowledge. That's why Bhagavan says, Indriyarthebhyaha So all these are Indriya Artha. The meaning of Artha is the object of Indriya. Here Indriya plus Artha. Artha means object, Indriya means sense organ. These all are object of sense organs and they comes inside. And if they all keep on always living inside, there is no room for knowledge. One way, and same time from our sense organs, we also something is going out. And what going out? So we have studied our all negativities, even positive thing also coming out for Damaha, Indriya Nigra. Our all negativity comes out from sense organ. And what is come out? So I have just given one sample. One, anger, when comes out from our body, so it can come through eye, it can come through our tongue, and even it can come through skin. Whatever, how much anger we have. So if we have more anger, then our eye become red, our tongue starts speaks, and our skin also become red. Same by over attachment. If we have inside, then it also comes out from our sense organ as a tears. If we have too much attachment, we are not able to hear anyone. We always hear what we are attached with. And at the same time, our tongue starts speaking whatever good or bad, but always we are speaking about what we are attached. And our skin, Siddhanti Vamagatrani, Arjuna is the best example. Same way, if we have jealousy, then this jealousy also coming out through all indriyas, like ear always like to hear the bitter word, to whom we are jealous of. Same time, our tongue keeps saying a wrong thing about to whom we are jealous of. So all thing is coming out and coming in. If you are not keep under control, then it will become a mess. That's why Bhagavan has given first sadhana is Damaha, means Indriya Nigraha. This is fine. One are coming out, one are going in. But how can keep under control? How can we withdraw our sense organ? So that we have seen in Tattva Bodha, but I think I can repeat this. To regulate our sense organs or to keep in our control, the first thing we need is self-honesty. The self-honesty means we should know we have some negativity is coming out. At the same time, we should know something is come inside, because there is a one person, that person says, when I go to mall, so I don't need to buy anything, but still keep on I am buying. Because all objects who are sitting in the mall, they say, please take me. And I keep on buying. So this is the thing. So first we should self-honest. Okay, what is wrong in me? What should I change in me? So if we have anger, then what should we do? So it says, we should not express our anger outside. And if we are anger, at that time we should leave the place. We can say, tomorrow we will discuss. Right now, I don't want to discuss with you, because we can't say I'm angry, but we have to leave the place. And even we can give the suggestion. We can give the suggestion to our mind. Okay, if such situation comes, we should not get angry. Some Puja Swamiji say, okay, whenever you get up in the morning, give a one word. Suppose Shantaha. The meaning of Shantaha means cool down. In Sanskrit, it's called Shanta Bhava, means may you cool down. But if this is like a ritual, which Swamiji used to say, every day you just get up, without come out from your bed, you please give suggestion to your mind. Today, if some circumstances arise, but I will keep my mind cool. And if it gets angry, this word should come up in my mind, surface in my mind. In which word? Shantaha, Shantaha. So automatically it will help. Same way, if we have jealousy, so in Sanskritam it says Pratipaksha Bhavana. We have to find out a good opposite. If we are jealous of something, so we have to find out some good quality in that person. Then we have the change. Same way, if we are hate someone 100%, so try to find out some good quality, because each and every person are mixture of good and some bad quality. But always our more focus in bad quality, so we ignore. Sometimes it never comes in mind. So it says Pratipaksha Bhavana means try to find out good quality in the person. If we keep on doing, then it says we are withdrawing. At the end, the best, it says total surrender to Ishvara. The total surrender to Ishvara means whatever negativity is inside, we can, if we are offer, we can offer flower, we can offer fruits to Ishvara. So why can we not offer whatever we have? So we can also offer negativities. So Ishvara is ready to take everything. So that's why, whether you have remembered, but I remember there is a one story was there. There is a one old lady. He went to listen some katha. And in katha, that kathakar has said, you have to offer everything to Ishvara. And that sentence goes in her mind. And she has decided, from tomorrow I will offer everything. So if he takes bath, he says, I am taking bath because I have to offer my body to Ishvara. Then he is starting to do puja. So I am offering flower to Ishvara. I am offering naivedyam to Ishvara, kumkum chandanam. Then she has started to sweep her floor. So whatever dust comes, she said, Krishnarpan mastu. I have everything offering to Krishna. Krishnarpan. So every day she starts offering whatever dust inside in her house. She's just offering to Krishna. In dustbin, she just put and she says Krishnarpanam. This is a simple story. So in Vaikuntha Dhama, is become a heap of dust. Then Lakshmi ji asked to Krishna, what is this? Why this dust is coming? Devotee can offer fruits, is good enough, but why this dust? Then Bhagavan says, Bhaktya prayachati, I can't say no. Whatever given is a love, so I can't say no. So this negativity is also like a dust, no? We can offer. Bhagavan is ready to receive everything. If he is received, there is no more inside. So it's called Damaha. At the same time, if we go out, if we listen something, we can able to say no to our indriyas, our sense organs. Today, good enough. It's at an eye level, as the ear level. If we can say no, no more, then it's called Damaha. And if they demand why, so we can say, for today is enough, tomorrow we will see. So it is not like a suppression, but we are just saying no to them. Tomorrow we will see. If we can do, it's called Samharate. Same way, Ayam Kurmaha. Like this kurma means this turtle, and Bhagavan has given a gift to him, that hard sheet. So when some danger situation come, the sheath, all limbs goes underneath to that sheath, and that sheath becomes like an armor. And being armor, nobody can catch that turtle. From Porbandar to Somnath, there is one beach comes, is very famous beach. It's called Madhavpur beach. And in Madhavpur beach, they are doing they say is a field of to produce turtle. Many turtles, there's like a field, they are growing all baby turtle. And they puja Swami, but we have seen with our eyes. But whenever some all birds are all over the baby turtle, even people are trying to catch, but nowadays police are there, so nobody can catch that baby turtle. But if some situation comes, they go become around. So it's a gift given by Ishvara. Same way, if we say now some danger situation will come, if somebody is arguing, if somebody is telling something, so we should say, if you report inside is good enough, but I won't get angry, I won't be jealous. So if we are able to do, then it's called Indriya Damaha. Indriya Nigraha or Damaha. And if we can do, then Tasya Pragya Pratishtita. Time will come, that knowledge will be steady, will remain always without kampanam, it will stay. This is the meaning of Yada Sambharti. But then what will happen in 59th verse? So how can we do? What should we do in 59th? Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya parandrishtva nivartate. In Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, there is 8 steps, no? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, and then Pratyahar. There's a 5th stage. It's called, really speaking, Indriya Nigraha. Aharaha means to food. Pratyahar means we are returning. Come back from ahar. It's called Pratyahar. In that case also in our Ashtanga Yoga, when you are about to sit in meditation, our sense organ should come back to us. It should not go out to external world. It's called Pratyahar. Same way Bhagavan has used Nirahara. Ahara means to eat food. But Nirahara means without food, fasting. Same way, we should keep our sense organ on fasting. Then what will happen? So, Vishayaha vinivartante. The literal translation of Vishayaha means sense object will go back, they will return. But if we think, it looks like a ridiculous, no? If in front of us there is a pizza, and if we say to our mind or our eye, you should not eat pizza, you should not smell pizza, then pizza start vinivartante. Then pizza start running. No, I want cup. But it's written like this. Vishayaha vinivartante means now they are going back. All sense objects are running away from us. Vinivartante, they have retreat no more. But really speaking, Vishayaha, here the meaning of Vishayaha means Indriyani. Nivartante, vinivartante, they will come back. Vishayaha vinivartante, from whom? So Niraharasya, a person who doesn't give any type of food. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandhaha, all are object. That those objects are not offered to our indriyas, that person is called Nihi Ahara, Nirahara. And who is that person? So Bhagavan says is Dehinaha. We have seen many times, one who has body is called Dehi. So Dehinaha is a 6th case. A person who is living in the body, that person's all indriya comes back. They come back. But what will happen? Rasavarjam. If we say, it's a small kid now who is sitting here, but if we say to our mind, today no pizza. If we say today no rasgulla, pizza is not good thing, but I like rasgulla. So if we say today no Rasgulla, then we can say no to our Indriya, but still we love Rasgulla, no? That's called Rasavarjam. Even we say, but still that rasa, that our like toward Rasgulla will remain. But that rasaha api will go. Whatever our craving for our Rasgulla, it will go nivartate when param drashtva, when we understood. Here drashtva means, really speaking, is seen. But we cannot see in our consciousness. The meaning of drashtva means gnatva, having understood what? Param Brahma. I am that consciousness. When we understood, then that our craving for external object will go away. That Bhagavan has explained, Shankaracharya ji has explained, Niraharasya Dehinaha. So I have written, these both are in 6th case. Niraharasya, a person who doesn't feed anything to Indriya. It's called Niraharasya. Dehinaha, a person who is a Deha. So he is not Deha. Deha is given to him. It's called Dehinaha. That Vishayaha means sense organs. Vinivartante. They come back. But still what happened? So Rasavarjam. So still it becomes a little bit rasam. Rasam means not South Indian rasam, but rasam means our like. So they love that like varjam. Instead of without feeding that, but still it rasa will stays inside. But that rasa also nivartate, it will go when param means Brahman, drashtva means gnatva. Having drashtva param Brahma, that our craving for sense object will also go. That I have written, but I would like to show something. That I have written, this is according to Patanjali Muni, it is a pratyahar. This verse, we can say, is a pratyahar. The meaning of pratyahar means prati plus ahar. So we are returning from our ahar, feed. Same way, we are not giving any type of feed to our sense organs. So one who doesn't feed sense organs is called nirahara. Nigataha aharaha yasmat. From once this feed has gone. Our Swamiji has given ahriyate. One who take inside is called aharaha. But one who is not putting inside is called niraharaha. Vishayaha. So Shankaracharya has written both sense organ or sense object. I have written 3 words. One who are listening little bit Vedanta, you might have heard or not, I don't know. But one word is called Jahat, another is called Ajahat, and third one is called Jahat, Ajahat, both mix. When we ask, have you read Shakespeare? We have generally asked, no? There is some good one who has written books. We can ask. There is one is doctor is in US only. There is I like that book. Many masters, many doctor. What is the name of that doctor? Many life, many masters. Do you know? What is the name? Dr. Brian Weiss. If I have to ask, then I can ask, have you read Brian Weiss? Is it correct sentence or wrong sentence? Really speaking, this is not correct sentence. Actually, we are intending to tell them, okay, have you read the literature of Dr. Brian Weiss? But generally we say, have you read Brian Weiss? Have you read Shakespeare? But at that time, what in our mind, what we do? We just dropped Dr. Brian Weiss or Shakespeare and we add something. And what we add? We are adding the literature or written All this is by Brian Weiss or Shakespeare. This type of sentences are called Jahat sentence. Prajahati, no? Jahati word comes. Prajahati yada kaman. If then the meaning of Jahati is to give up. Same way here, Jahat means we give up what? Shakespeare or Dr. Brian Weiss. We are adding something. And what we are adding? So we are adding the literature. It's called, this Jahat is called, that's why we are discussing present participle. This is present participle. Same way we are using also this type of a Jahat sentence. Jahat means to give up, Ajahat means not give up. Sometimes we go in restaurant or any big hotel and we order, please give 2 cups of coffee or 2 cups of tea, whatever we say. So is it right sentence or wrong sentence? Theoretically, I am asking. Really speaking, is not right sentence. If sometimes we ask here, if buses are there, we can ask, bus is coming? We say bus is coming, but is this right or wrong? When we say bus is coming, but bus cannot come without driver. But we always say, yes, bus is coming. But at that time, we would like to say bus is come with driver. When we ordered, please give 2 cups of tea, then without cup and tea cannot come. But when we say, please bring 2 cups of tea, so if that waiter can understand, I should bring tea with cup and mug only. So we are not giving up anything, but we are adding something in this sentence. So tea plus mug. Here we are giving totally in Jahat, but Ajahat we are keeping. In Ajahat, Jahal is Tattvamasi, so I don't like to do this. We are giving us something, we are adding something. It will come in Tattvamasi. But here I am interested in Jahat only. So when we say Vishayaha Vinivartante, so literally speaking what I have said, Vishaya are not going back. All sense objects are not running here and there. But when we say Vishayaha, so we dropped Vishayaha and we add Indriyan. So this sentence is called Jahat Lakshana. So when Vishayaha Vinivartante, but still what will happen? So it said Rasavarjam. Still we have a keep interest. We say no to. If somebody says don't drink tea, but one who are addicted to tea, how can we give up? We can sow. We say no, but still in our mind, that raga, that craving, that urge still is there. Is called Rasavarjam. Even in spite of saying nay, but still that rasa is there. That rasa means that longing, that urge, that craving will go. Nivartate. When will go, that says Param Brahma, Param Društva Nivartate. The meaning of Param Društva. So Shankaracharya ji say, when it will go, so he said, Nirbija Vishaya Gnan. We doesn't have 100% caving. It's a 2 type of seed. We don't know, this roasted peanuts, have you had any time? In Gujarat is available a lot. Roasted and simple peanuts. So these farmers always, they sow a simple peanuts. They cannot sow roasted peanuts. Why? Roasted peanuts never grow. Only simple peanuts can grow because they are already roasted. It's called nirbija. Roasted. Who doesn't have seed. Same way, this rasa will go towards our sense object, nirbija, without any seed. Why? Because they understood what? Param Brahma. The meaning of Brahma means consciousness. That person understood what I am, that consciousness. When they understood that I am all pervading consciousness, that person doesn't go after sense object. But here we are discussing about sadhakas, not sthita prajna. That's why Shankaracharya has written one sentence, very beautiful. He said here, I have written, Samyak darshane asati rasasya na uchcheda. Without that sarvatma bhava. Yesterday I have discussed, Samyak darshana means one who has equanimity, each and every person. Either that person love me or he doesn't love me, but I have no problem. I can love each and every person without any distance. It's called Samyak Darshana. When we don't have that type of our Samyak Darshanam, then that rasa, that attachment, that craving toward the sense organ cannot go. Na uchchedah, na vinashyati. That cannot go. So what should we do? So he says, Tasmat samyak darshanatmikayaha pragnaya. Whether we like or whether we don't like, but we have to put in practice, we should love each and every person without any gap, whether they love us, whether they don't love us. It's called samyak means same. Darshan means to see. Atma means consciousness. To see each and every person is my own consciousness. If we try to see each and every person like that, then only we can do Vishayaha Vinivartante. Otherwise, we always craving for something and something to external world. So Sthairyam Kartavyam. He is very, very firm, Shankaracharya ji Bhashyakara. He says, we should try to see each and every person. Have you heard the story of, Chinmayanandji? He has given a beautiful story. Always person argue, I know I am Brahman, but still people are always doing a bad behavior. So how can I do? How can I have to respond? So this is a story of Chinmayanandji. He says that there is a one person who thinks I am a small caterpillar. That person starts thinking I am a small caterpillar, so he never goes out. Because if he thinks if I go out, then all birds are sitting in the tree, they will catch me, they will kill me. So he never goes out because he is thinking I am caterpillar. Then all starts thinking he needs some psychiatric. So all family member takes him to psychiatric, and then psychiatric starts therapy of that person. And what he did, so he brought one caterpillar, real caterpillar, and he shows what is this. Then he says caterpillar. Then he brought one mirror, and he kept that mirror in front of this person. Then he says, who is this? Then he says, I am myself. Then he just hang that small caterpillar, and he asks her, what is this? He says caterpillar. Then the doctor says, do you see any difference between you and caterpillar? It is very small. You are small, very big person. How can you be caterpillar? This type of sadhana doctor did for 3 months. Keep on telling, okay, you are not caterpillar, you are only human being, you are not caterpillar. So after long time, he received this message and he says, I know I am not caterpillar, I am human being. Then doctor says therapy is over, he is fine. Now he can go anywhere, there is no problem to him. Then doctor says, let's start from here only. Let him go, walk. Let him walk outside. Let's see what happens to him, because he never goes out, no? Because all birds are sitting and they can catch this person. Then he goes out. When he goes out, Then all are sitting and they are making a sound, different type of sound. Again he runs and again he comes back to doctor. He says, in trees birds are sitting, they are chirping, they will take me. So doctor says, whoa, there is no problem. You are not caterpillar. How can they catch you? He says, what he says, he says, I know I am not caterpillar, but do that word no, they don't know, no, I am not caterpillar, they can catch me. Same thing we are doing. I know I am Brahman, but other people, they don't know I am not Brahman. That's why they are behaving with me. But when it will go, so it says Samyak Darshana. If you have same darshan, whatever in me, same thing in our other people also. If we have that same vision, we can see each and every people as a consciousness. I always say, this gross body is nothing but Pancha Mahabhuta. Inside subtle body is nothing but Pancha Mahabhuta. And consciousness is the same. It's called Samyak Darshan. At every level, only their shape is given different. But material is same, no? Pancha Mahabhuta and consciousness is same. If we have this such vision, then only Prajna Pratishtita, our that knowledge can be steady, it never moves. Prajnayaha Pratishtita. This is the meaning of this verse. But still Bhagavan knows, and he says, even he is trying his best to keep the sense organ in control, but this sense organ can also take away, robbed away mind also. But the meaning of this verse we will see next time. Any question I should do? Unmute. Any question regarding? We are not no. Very nice story. Very beautiful story.
Yeah.
So should we say Purnavada? Any question? No question?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Om Purnamada
Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.